From Towne Country Lanes in Burlington, Win TV presents All-Star Bowling. Hello again, everyone. Along with Merle Draper, I'm John Weiser. Glad you could be with us. Our second men's semifinal. Matt Zagar of Racine taking on Ron Scheucher of Greenfield, and this would be a great match.
Yeah, I'd really look forward to this one. These guys are really, and I said I wouldn't say this. Every time I get up there and say they're going to throw a lot of strikes, they kind of jinx them, but I'm going to say it anyway, because I think these guys will. Both really good bowlers, good competitors, bowl a lot of tournaments, so I don't like the pressure about it. Just a matter of execution. Again, spare bowling will probably come into play, because if you pick up your spares, you're going to win. But I look for a lot of strikes out of Matt and Ron. Really good bowlers.
Key here today, I think, is who gets through the transition period clean, I guess is the word, because we've seen over the last couple of weeks the lanes breaking down about midway through the second game.
Yeah, it's been kind of funny. A couple times they have, a couple times they haven't, and the guys that made the transition end up winning, and the fellow who didn't make it, of course, didn't, and I think that's going to be important. There's going to be a mental game out of these two fellows, but we look forward to a good match, John.
Winner today faces John Peterson in the men's finals in a couple of weeks. You stay tuned. Game number 1 coming up right after this. First game of this semifinal match between Ron Scheucher of Greenfield and Matt Zagar of Racine. John Weiser along with Merle Draper here at Towne Country Lanes in Burlington, lanes 15 and 16, where we've been all year long. And again, the winner of this match moves on to the finals against John Peterson of Kenosha. And Matt will start things off on lane 15. Light mix, leaving the 2-8.
A little wide on that first shot. Matt looks like he's playing a little deeper today than he did the previous times out.
And the loser of the match today would receive $500. The winner again moves on for a chance at a big payday here in this tournament. Hard to believe we're down to the final matches, and Matt converts the spare.
Hey,
that's shaving it a little close.
Shaving it a little close. I might be a little light, but
Arizona Iced Tea, our sponsor all year long. We thank those folks there for their sponsorship. 100% natural beverages, Arizona Iced Tea. And now Ron Scheucher of Greenfield.
Oh, what a nice shot. 4-7-9, just too good a shot, too strong. Ron stayed down that ball really good, came through it, good strong, followed through, but just ripped up on him.
Ron's brother in his corner here today is
Cross.
He'll go try and convert. Takes 2. 9 count in the first frame for Ron Scheucher. He got here by defeating Mike Basie 688 to 599 in the quarterfinals. He will step up on lane 15. 21 300 games for this young man in his career. And comes right back with a strike.
Very nice shot. Good shot. Stay down.
Good crowd on hand here today for this semifinal match. Full house, I guess you could say, here today.
Yeah, it's the nicest crowd we've had for the show so far. Nice to see him out.
Zagar, 16. He's changed up on the ball. Went to a resin, leaving the 10.
Yeah, Matt pointed that one a little bit. He put more straighter up on that shot than he did on 15, but he pointed the ball.
Throw right at the 10 pin. And makes the spare. 19 in the first, spare up in the second for Matt Zagar of Racine. Works for R.C. Cola out of Gurnee, Illinois. Soda delivery. Enjoys golf, bowling, and softball. And steps right up here on 15.
Third arrow there.
Nice mix.
Shot that time. Stayed with the ball real well that time. Didn't get it wide. Stayed right on third arrow.
There's his wife, Sherry, and son, Ryan. Ryan with that blue bowling ball ever present.
Yeah. Oh, he brings it along.
Yes, he does. Now Ron Scheucher, third frame. lane 16, first game. This time came up light, leaving the 2-pin. Tried to make the adjustment to compensate for that split last time.
Yeah. That's that lane adjustment we talk about. And the first frame he came real strong. Left at 479, made a little adjustment, went a little too wide with the ball. He'll go cross lane, pick it up. Good shot.
Right on top of the spare for Ron Scheucher. We talked to Ron before the match today. Asked him how things have been going since we saw him last. Last time out, nearly a 700 in the quarterfinals. Have you been able to find some out there today?
Yeah, it's the lanes go through a real serious transaction, so I'm going to try to just get on as soon as possible. Stay clean.
Looks like they break down rather quickly out there.
Got to make lots of moves, be real smart, and I got a good cornerman that can help me out.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Just outside the third arrow.
Coming in light.
A little bit
Ron's
wider.
wife, Cindy, looking on there.
It's kind of the way Ron started his last match. On 15 there, he was a little light a couple of times, but then he made the adjustment and came on strong. Hard, straight.
And dead on. He kills the ball when he goes for those spares. He's 99.9% of the time going to make it.
Oh, yeah, he's a
And he
very,
kills the
very
hook.
good spare bowler.
Mm-hmm.
Goes straight at him.
Now Matt Zagar. Walk. Carries the 10 out of there.
Okay, that's on 16.
It's a lot of experience in Matt's corner right there.
Boy, Rick Birdsall, Rich Larson. Tell you what. Talk about Rick Birdsall for a long, long time, what he's accomplished in bowling.
But some of that tournament savvy rubs off here.
Yeah.
Fifth frame. Crushing shot, leaving the 4. That's Matt's grandfather back there, I believe.
Yeah, it's nice to have him out here today to watch Matt bowl. Good
And
start.
Matt on top of the spare. We're through 5 frames in our first game of this semifinal match between Ron Scheucher and Matt Zagar. Back after this on Win TV. Fifth frame for Ron Scheucher.
Oh, nice
Solid
shot,
10.
Ron. Stayed down on that one. He was really solid at the line. And good follow through it. A 6-pin just flew around at 10, but it's a good, strong shot. So if you can throw them that way, they will carry. That's a matter of staying in the pocket.
Scott, Ron's brother, in his corner here today. And Ron Scheucher makes the spare. 67 in the 4th, spare up in the 5th for Ron, 88 for Matt in the 4th, spare working. So a slight lead here, but we're early. We bowled 3 games, total them up, determine our winner. And again, today's winner will move on to the final round against John Peterson of Kenosha.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot, John. Boy,
And that ring and
another
10.
good, solid shot. But Ron was a little more confident on that shot. Hit his mark right where he wanted to, stayed down. 6-pin just ring around that 10.
Really not too much you can do to compensate for that. It's just a matter of the revolution on the ball.
Right, yeah, you can't make many adjustments when you're leaving solid 10s.
Oh, and he missed the 10-pin.
It's the first time I've seen him lose one, and I've seen him bowl.
Gives him 95 through 6. Matt with a spare working, stepping up in the 6th frame. I'm not Not sure if that fell off his hand or if he yanked that one over.
He just came over the ball, but he got way ahead of that one. He knew that when you let it go, that ball was just gone. It's one of them times.
Only gets 3. So an open frame for Matt Zagar gives him 111 in the 6th. So again, just a 16-pin lead here. The first 5 frames of this game. He can switch over, go to a polished resin ball here. As you get a look at the wrist action of Matt Zagar. He comes right back with a strike.
Yeah, he changed balls on that lane. In practice, he threw that ball on that lane, and then he switched when he started, but back to it.
At about this point where we tend to see the oil track down just a little bit, so now it's a matter of making the adjustment. Uses the full approach to run right up against that ball
solid
return.
Foundation.
That time he kicked the 10 out.
Yeah, that was a good shot. You say he left a couple solid 10s, but he didn't change much. Just keep execution, and it will fall, and that one sure did.
Came up high, carried. Oh, he tripped out the 4-9. Mom liked that one.
He was talking to that ball all the way down, and he got the trip to 4 and a 4-9. There's his mom. She said, that's the way it should be. Excited with that shot. So
now we take a look at the footwork of Matt Zagar. Again, hanging off the edge of the approach. It's right up to the line. Time coming in light, 2-4-5. Both bowlers trying to find it yet out there.
yeah, sometimes you make an errant shot like Matt did the last frame there, and then you try to compensate a little bit, and you don't execute, and that's what happened.
And Matt makes the spare. And gets a little applause from his son. Well, we talked to Matt before the match. He had a milestone come up this past week in bowling. Matt, it's been a while since we've had you on the show. How you been hitting them lately?
I'm doing pretty good. I just shot my 5th career 300 game last Friday, so I'm doing all right.
Rolling it nicely out there? And any new equipment changes or anything?
Not yet, no. Just bought a coup to see earlier this year, and haven't got nothing after that, so hang with them, see what happens.
Found the shot out there?
Not really. It might be a little struggle today, but who knows, something can show up. Got to keep working.
Like Matt came over that ball a bit, John. He got it out on the lane, but turned it over a little too quick, and the ball skidded out.
Matt will make the spare. So 150 in the 8th, spare in the 9th for Matt Zagar, but Ron with a double working here. Chance to open up a bit of a lead here in game number 1. Carried out the 10. Best ball in game so far for Ron Scheucher, and that gives him a 3-bagger heading into the 10th frame. Both bowlers capable of stringing strikes.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Blew the 6 over the top of the 10.
Nice shot. Just a good ball.
Another
just like
good
he left
shot.
earlier, a solid 10-pin, but
Here's our 2 Brunswick bowling balls we'll be giving away over the next couple of weeks. 2 of the 4 that we have. Again, those are zone red resin reactive balls. compliments of the Brunswick Bowling Corporation. We appreciate their sponsorship here today. So pay attention to the broadcast. We'll tell you how you can get one of those over the next couple of weeks. Ron right on top of the spare. 174 in the ninth. Spare working the front half of the 10th frame, so possible 194. Best Matt can do would be a 200 should he go out. Solid. Best ball on 15.
Yeah, that's clear as a 10-pin out. When those kind go in, you know there's no doubt. That's a good, strong shot. 94 for Ron.
194 for Ron Scheucher, and now Matt Zagar. Switching balls again, and buries all 10 straight back.
Yeah. That went back to the other ball that it looked like that he started the game with. A strong, straight shot.
Tried to compensate, come in a little lighter, and left the split.
Cover for 190.
Best that Matt can do now with the conversion would be 190. And just take the one off the rack there. So 188, 194 to 188. Ron Scheucher after one game. Back with game number 2 after this on Win TV.
We're out to make Lynch Chevrolet Geo Pontiac Jeep Eagle southeastern Wisconsin's #1 truck stop. No, not for great pie and...
Ron Scheucher, your winner of game number 1, 194 to 188 over Matt Zagar. Merle Draper and John Weiser with you from Towne Country Lanes. It's our semifinal round of the men's division. Winner will move on to take on John Peterson of Kenosha in the finals. Ron will start game number 2. Came up high, leaving the 7-10.
Ron got that ball a little wider than he wanted to, John, and get it wide too quick, and it out of the heavy oil, and it looks back, and he's a little slow too. Didn't have good speed.
Try and pop that 7 out, but takes only the 1. So an open frame for Ron in this first frame. Still get the 9 count, though.
That's how he started the first game, too. He had the 4-7-9. 9, but...
Now Matt Zagar. First ball, game number 2. Had it out there. A little more lift, more loft that time, and got it on the lane.
I think a little more loft, a little more direct. Instead of playing as deep, I think he went a little more straighter up on that lane. Let the ball rolled real well for him.
Matt with 5 300 games to his credit. 2 city team titles. A couple 800s in his 20-plus years of bowling in the area. Living out of Racine. One jumped up on him.
Keith there with 15 hook a little bit more, as it always seems to do. And
again, Arizona Iced Tea, our sponsors here on All-Star Bowling. I want to thank them, along with Spiegelhoff's Pick and Save, for their support of bowling in southeast Wisconsin and northeast Illinois. Matt covers the spare. Sherry and Ryan like that. Now Ron, second frame. Got it out wide and washed out. 2-4-10.
Yeah, Ron knew that the minute he let the ball go. He spoke his words real wide, you know. One thing about these fellas, even if they missed their spot, they knew it instantly. For the, you know, lower average, mid-average bowlers, you go it, you don't always see your spot.
The trick here, stay left of the 2, take the 2 out of the 10.
Yeah, he could
the
cover
ball,
that
take out
to
the
4
4.
into the 10 pin, but not this time. Give
Drop
it
the
an
4
effort,
off
so.
that, too. So back-to-back open frames for Ron Scheucher.
Big group here.
That lead has gone by the wayside as a concerned look on wife Cindy's face. Light got the mix. So on the board with a mark in the 3rd frame. Ron Scheucher of Greenfield. Now Matt Zagar, 20 in the 1st, spare up in the 2nd. Get a good look at the concentration as he studies the target. Again, jumping up high.
And that came right over the top of that ball, John. And that caused you to tug the ball or put it inside your spot. Exactly what he did.
Changing balls, going across lane. Kill the hook. Rolls right past the 10. So an open frame for Matt Zagar in the 3rd, 48 through 3. Just gonna let that one go and step back up. Look at the grip. That out-tripped the 2.
Okay, you got a break on that one. He was a little wider than he wanted to be, and he kind of said, yeah. Just came back and kicked him, so.
Oh, Ron with a strike up. Chance to take advantage of that open, at least climb back into this game. Saws the 7 straight back.
Nice shot. Big down.
That's a good-looking shot.
Solid. Hit his mark that time, and then he flew right in that 7-10.
So a double now through 4 for Ron Scheucher. Got the mix. 3-bagger for Ron.
Nice shot. He really wanted that when he stayed down. Hit that spot, let the ball roll and trusted it. Roll back.
Matt Zagar here in the 5th. Take a look at his approach. Changing balls on that lane. And again, coming up light, leaving the bucket. Misses the spare. Wow. 74 in the 5th.
Yeah,
We'll take a break. You're watching All-Star Bowling on Win TV.
Hi, I'm Joe Natoli with the Bowling Quick Tip. Next, I'll show you 3 wrist positions that will allow you to...
6 frame for Matt Zagar. Again, different bowling ball. And again, coming up light. 1-2-8.
Just seems to be coming up off the ball, you know, John. So that ball's not coming back for him. And
This is that transition period we've seen in the last several weeks.
that's what happens. You get about a game and a half, and then oil starts doing that, and
Makes the spare.
he said, I got a spare now.
Puzzled look on Mom's face there. So a big turnaround here with Ron picking up the 3-bagger through 3rd through 5th frame. Chance to really widen that lead out here midway through this match. Light. right, leaving the 7.
Good shot. Stayed with the ball well. It just didn't get that 7 pin out, but it's a well-thrown ball.
Yeah, that seems to be the shot out here right now is the light hit. As Ron will set up the throw at the corner pin.
Good spare.
And Ron makes the spare.
Yeah, Ronnie made a nice spare. It's just a straight, hard shot across the lane. That's
Going to make those most of the time.
Yes, they do.
If you killed the hook, you're just basically using the speed of the ball to throw straight at it.
right.
96 in the 5th, spare working in the 6th for Ron. Nice shot. Anytime you carry the 7-10 like that.
Yeah, you really got the ball rolling, and he sure does.
Now Matt trying to regroup here in the 7th frame. Again, coming in light.
Just seems to be coming up out of the ball. These shots, John, is what he's doing, and getting a little bit ahead of it, and kind of forcing himself and not letting the ball swing free. Cross lane.
And chops the 1-2 off the 8. Another open frame from Matt Zagar. He's even 100 now in the 7th. The grip of Matt Zagar. Better shot.
There he came back.
Made the adjustment on 15 there.
Yeah, good shot. Give that ball a little room. Stayed with it good, so Matt needed that strike to get something going here.
Really just to stay a couple of marks behind Ron now. Just needed that to build some confidence going into the latter stages of this 2nd game. Got to wiggle out of the 4, but
What a
couldn't
good
dump it
shot,
over.
too, to leave that 4 pin. That thing had actually wiggled as the pin went by it. Good ball.
Matt Zagar not even looking at the lanes, concentrating, trying to figure out what has happened here in this 2nd game. Ron will make the spare. 136 in the 7th, spare up for Ron Scheucher out of Greenfield. And at stake, a berth in the finals of All-Star Bowling. John Peterson won his match over Jeff Rampart. This will determine his opponent. Beautiful shot.
And made a real nice shot there. And he knew it.
Look at that angle that he's playing right now is good.
Hey.
Ninth frame, Matt Zagar. Wanted it. It was there.
Yeah, that's a better shot than Matt's made. That's too bad. Left a solid 10. He struggled a little bit and got the strike and then rang that 10 pin.
And here we are behind lanes 15 and 16. That makes the spare. 120 in the 8th, spare up in the 9th. It's going to trail going into the 10th frame. The 2nd game. Again, best 3-game match. Roll them, total them up. Jumped up high.
Yeah.
Still hasn't figured out 15 yet.
Yeah, I know he has it. It seems to be either hitting too hard or he tries to go the other way and the ball stays out on him. And he's not staying free with it at all.
Working on a 178 with a strike here. Excuse me, 158. He can strike out. 156 for Matt Zagar. 216 if he goes all the way out.
Looks good.
At first.
Nice ball. That was just a perfect shot. Going in better.
Right on it. Line 6 again.
Ringing it in again, yeah.
Well, cleans up the spare. He'll have 205. Open himself up a 50-pin lead heading into game number 3. And right on top of it. 205 for Ron Scheucher. The 55-pin advantage through 2 games. We'll be back with the third and final game right after this on Win TV. All-Star Bowling on Win TV, a men's semifinal match. And we head into game number 3. Ron Scheucher with a 55-pin advantage over Matt Zagar of Racine.
That's a pretty good size advantage with a bowler of Ron's caliber. You know, it's be hard to come back and beat that, but you never know.
And crossing over.
Yeah, and he's really struggling on in 15 today. He'd like either pull the ball over or else gets it so far out.
Ron again with that 10-pin. That chops the spare.
Yeah, when that stuff happens, you know, when you're struggling, those things seem to come up and get you. Chopped it off.
And we saw that last week with Jeff Rampart. It just snowballs.
Right.
And Ron makes his spare. So he will increase that lead up to about 7 marks. So it's going to be tough for Matt to come back. Key here for Ron, stay clean. Matt, kind of string strikes.
No.
And now outside, Wild on lane 16.
Yeah, he has so much speed on the ball, throws so hard that when he gets out of time and misses it wide, it just stays
And
there.
Ted looking on there.
Gets a chance.
He wasn't pleased with that. And now on cold 8.
Oh, Cal, that's a solid 8-pin. Nice shot right there.
Matt makes the spare. Matt Zagar boosters here, trying to help him out. Get him on track here in this third game. Right on it, makes the spare. Again, the key here, stay clean, Merle.
Sure.
If you're Ron,
Ron's
got to get some strikes here for Matt.
Just make good shots, all he has to do, pretty much.
All but the 2.
Just think Matt's just going so hard into it that the ball is charged up and it's just too much speed. And
And flies the 6 over the 10. Matt missed another spare. Well, 37 through 3 for Matt Zagar. Time is running out.
Concentration there sometimes.
Ron makes the spare, so 38 through 2 with a spare in the third for Ron. And Matt looking for something to build on. And still missing out wide on right on lane 16. Rick Birdsall shaking his head as well.
Yeah, his arm swing and release point is not as good as it's been in the past.
Ron gets the strike. Carries that one from out of nowhere. That brings a smile to Cindy's face. Now Matt makes the spare.
That ball turned up on him because he stayed under a little bit longer and got good rotation off the fingers. And on his strike ball, just kind of coming out together.
Fifth frame for Ron. Strike up, looking for a double. Oh, got it. Oh, man. There's the strike. Been looking for that for a game and a half.
Yeah, he was smiling. He said, "Beer frame, Matt says."
And we'll take a break. Fifth frame, third game. Back with more after this on All-Star Bowling on Win TV. Concerned look for Matt Zagar as Ron works the three-bagger and looking to put Matt away here.
Yeah, I think so. He's in sync real well. And a lot of confidence, stroking the ball.
Six spin a little lazy.
What happens, though, you know, when you're not throwing the ball well, you don't get those breaks. And not really a break. The ball's in the pocket. The tip pin didn't go, but.
And Matt makes the spare. 77 through 5, but Ronnie running a three-bagger here, looking for 4. He knew it when he released it that I wasn't going to get there.
Yeah, he sure did. He got way ahead of that one, came up, and ball just stayed out on him. He kind of smiled. He knew he let it go. It's over the top.
Crossing over, leaving the 5.
Yeah.
Ron going for a tough spare. Took the 2-8 out of there. Matt makes his spare. How do you take the 2-8 off of that spare?
I don't know. I've never seen that.
Trick shot.
I guess that's what we can say it was at that point.
Final 3 frames of this third game, and Ron is going to move on to the finals against John Peterson. Head over second arrow, and there's that 8-pin.
It's a solid 8.
Not much more he can do.
No.
No, Matt comes through with a strike. Finally found it on 16. spare. 140 for Ron in the 7th, spare up in the 8th. Matt Zagar with a strike working here in the 9th. Washed out. 1, 2, 8, 10. And Ron comes through with a strike in his 9th, and now Matt continues to struggle. Just was not his day today.
No, it's just one of those days, and that happens. We've seen it before, like when John Peterson, Jeff Rampart, boy, get that one bad game, and you get out of sync. It's tough to come back from that.
Ron buries that one for a double. He'll move on to the finals. Matt finish up his 10th frame. Best he can do now, 162. Ron Scheucher is your winner out of Greenfield. He'll be taking on John Peterson of Kenosha for the finals of the Win TV All-Star Bowling. Finishes up with a 4-bagger, so a fine game for Ron. 220. Matt
20.
leaving a ring in 10. Pretty much sums up his afternoon. As he will have 161, I believe, for Matt. But Ron Scheucher's your winner. We'll total it up, talk to the bowlers, be back after this on Win TV. Ron Scheucher, your winner here today, defeats Matt Zagar. He'll move into the finals against John Peterson. And Merle, you've got a check for Matt.
Yeah, I got a check here, Matt. $500. Congratulations. I know last year you made the show. This year you came a lot farther, so maybe next year will be your year.
I hope so. Now with a performance like I did today, though, that was just terrible. I bowled terrible.
No, it's just one of those things, just couldn't find it out there after the first game.
I couldn't have found it with the road map. It was bad.
And Ron, you move on. You face John Peterson in the finals. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a very warm afternoon, and Matt seemed to never get in the swing of it. Kind of took a little pressure off me, but it was a quite eventful day. Fantastic.
Good luck in the finals against John Peterson. That wraps things up here today. And Ryan, you want to say goodbye?
Go Packers.
Go Packers.
Hey. All right, there you go. We'll see you next time for the men's finals right here at Towne Country Lanes on All-Star Bowling.